eggs and ham. Say what? Snag got some green eggs and ham. Some damn green eggs and damn ham. Do you want some? Remember this: discipline, late nights, rejection, hard work, sacrifice, failure, hustle, vision, focus, and belief becomes success. Okay. Push that like button. Come on in. Don't come in. Don't have a seat unless you're willing to really jingle and mingle with me. Okay? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Push that like button. Shatika. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, how y'all doing? Um, yes. Snag got some green eggs and some damn green ham. Um, if the ham is green, please don't eat it. If it's green, don't eat it. Put it up. Put it in a plastic bag. Take it back to your local grocery store where you bought it at and tell them to give you your money back. This ham, damn ham, done turned green. Push that like button. Don't nobody know what I'm talking about because this is Mr. Snaggerpuss. Green eggs and ham. Oh, damn. Snag cooking green eggs and ham. Have you ever had green eggs before? Do you know what green eggs is? A lot of people don't know what green eggs is. They ain't never had green eggs before. But for me, green eggs is success. You know what I mean? I wish I had a piece of pork chops to go with them. If I had some pork chops, you know, um, pork chops and applesauce is the best combination that you can ever combine together and put in your mouth and chew with some garlic bread. Delicious. Push that like button. For a weird nigga, they call me a weirdo. I am a weirdo, and I don't mind being weird, so because I'm not a queer hoe. I'm just a weirdo. They call me a weirdo, but I ain't no queer hoe, and I ain't gonna steal hoe. I'm just gonna be a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. They call me a weirdo. And I don't mind being a weirdo. Cause I'm gonna be weird. So I just like to be a weirdo. Just wanna be a weirdo. I don't care about you, so because you call me a weirdo, you can kiss my asshole. Cause you call me a weirdo. And I don't give a fuck how low you try to hit me, so I'm gonna be a weirdo. Do you see what weirdos do? Hey, how y'all doing? They call me a weirdo. And this is what weirdos do. Push that like button for a weirdo. If y'all wanna, clip that song I just sung and make a reel out of it, please do. I hope it go viral. I need to do something. I gotta do something. They call me a weirdo. Oh, yeah. They is that sometimes it can be the dumbest thought that you can actually come up with. That would be one of the funniest thoughts in someone else's mind. Do you believe? Do you achieve? Do you love? Do you understand? I had some people. I guess I said something that made Shatika go home and say, you know what? It's too early in the morning for Snag this morning. I'm gonna go and cook some breakfast. I got 12 kids to feed. I understand. I'm sorry. Shatika, I'm bored. I need some company. I need somebody to come over and rub my shoulders. Just give me some, some affection and massageations across my tense muscles. How you doing? No, nobody. They call me a weirdo because I walk weird, so I'm like, I'ma write to that song. Y'all think that'll be a good song? They call me a weirdo. If so, I'ma write it. And once I write it, it's written in stone. Somebody gonna steal my idea and start writing to it. They call me. If I ever hear that shit on the radio, I'm suing. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Push that like button. I'm starting off real slow because they call me a weirdo. And yo ho, I don't care. Hey, how y'all doing? Don't nobody like me. Am I starting off too wild? I know I got mental issues. I'm not crazy. I just got some issues. I got a couple of loose screws. Like none of them fell out. I just tell you, just a couple of my screws just loose. But uh, I ain't I ain't stupid. I'm just dumb a little. Push that like a button. They call me a weirdo because I walk real slow. I don't understand them. Every time I get to singing my song, I have one person in and they'll run off. Damn. Just leave a comment. Say, stop singing that shit, Snag. It's too early in the morning. They call me a weirdo because I move real slow. And I got, I got turtles on my shorts, yo. Because they call me a weirdo. Yeah, I wear turtles on my shorts, ho. Because they call me a weirdo. I'm going to write to that song. Do y'all think I should write to that? All right, we're going to talk about these damn green eggs and ham. I ain't cooking shit this morning. I ain't even, sometimes, man, you just got to go live. Sometimes you just got to go live. Just start the moment. Just make up a title and just start running off of it. But you can't say I didn't start off on script. So when I get to taking y'all to Mars and Venus and back to Jupiter and we're going to end up on Pluto and I'm going to bring y'all back to Earth, but some kind of way we're going to end up back on the moon. But remember, I just got a couple loose screws. I ain't crazy. Well, I'm kind of crazy, but I ain't crazy because none of my screws fell out. Push that like button. Don't nobody like you, Snag. It's too early in the morning for the shit you be talking about. Man, motherfuckers thinking outside the box and shit. I know. I be trying to. I'm trying to wake you niggas up. Because they say that once your conscience is, how do you say, is caught. Like, once your conscience catch a conscience. Once your conscience start to have, they call this shit called comprehension, right? Your conscience can make you comprehend. And once you comprehend, you can actually understand what the fuck I'm saying. Do you understand? Like, you gotta be able to comprehend. That's a lot of Americans' problems today. A lot of people comprehension is like they is that a waltz? Okay. Rain! No rain! That Ray tore his ass up. He just falling through the cracks right now. I need to get up out of here. That damn bee might come back and just be like, I'm gonna get your ass right before I die. I'm gonna get off you, nigga. You see this goddamn bee right here? I've been running from this nigga all morning, but the motherfucker, I got his ass. I've been spraying his ass with Raid all morning. Y'all seen me around here running around with that damn Raid can, spraying and running and shit, right? I'll run around here running from that motherfucker. I got his ass. Look at him. That Raid tearing his ass up. Look at him. He dying now. He can't even fly straight. He, Raid! Raid! He got his ass. Like, motherfucker, you run around here scaring the shit out of me early in the morning. Are you scared of bees? I am. I'm scared of bees and spiders. I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them. Even though I like what they produce, what they do, I'm still scared of them. Am I the only one? Yeah, that Raid got his ass. I hope he ain't no queen. Cause if that's a queen, them bitches gonna be all over the place like, oh my God. But that's just one thing you do not want to do or get early in the morning. Stung by a goddamn bee. I did not come outside with my coffee, smoking on a cigarette, firing up a blunt to get just stung by a bee. Like, no, hell no. I'm scared of bees. I'm scared of bees. I don't like flies. I can't stand flies. Niggas and flies, I really can't stand them. How y'all doing? Push that like button. I'm just getting started. You know, last night I had 1,400 people in my feed. I don't know where all my people was, but I had so many people in my feed last night. It was pathetic. And we was having fun. And it was no trolls. I guess all the goddamn YouTubers was out at the clubs or doing something or in the bed sleep. And I really had the platform for myself. And I had a nice audience last night. Ain't God good? Yes, he is. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, but you know me. Like, if I really don't have no content, like really to drill on, I really would go everywhere. And none of my people was there, but I had other people asking me, intellectual questions, and we was engaging together. I had a new #1 fan last night. It fucked me up. Like, I felt like I was in a whole new world. Have you ever thought about that? Like, I really want to tell y'all about my book. Like, I got a book that I'm writing, and I'm almost complete with the first book. Now, my book is a combination of multiple books, because my life cannot be told in one book without it, without it causing mental conflictions, you know what I'm saying, for them to lose focus. Like, my book is like 5 times thicker than the Bible, so I had to break it down in chapters and compilations, because somebody told me, said, Snag, if you release it all at once, you a damn fool. Like, so I want y'all to support me and purchase my first book. Yes, I got a book. I got books. I got stories. But this book is about me. And I need people to, first they need to understand the author. They need to understand the person. They need to understand the character, so they'll know where I've been, to understand where I'm going and understand where I want to go and what I want to do. I made a lot of mistakes in life, and I tell everybody, when you get older, when you get grown, when your balls drop and man become mature, when maturity really kick in for men, it's usually around mid-40s. And then all of a sudden, men just become mature. Men become aware. Men start to have this second awareness that they ain't never thought of before. Like men, real men. Like, I ain't talking about boys. Some niggas is boys till they 50, 60 years old. And then they never be able to mentally transform into man, because they stuck in a boy mental mind state. Then they started going back down into child state again. At a certain age of all people, when you get to a certain age, you start to go back down like a baby. So when you get about 90 years old, if you ain't did good by your kids, or if you ain't took care of nobody in your life that's gonna really be there for you every day in your life and support you, so heartily with no fucking thought, like, you know what I mean? I believe that the Lord gonna bless me to live a long life, and even at the end, I'm gonna have a lot of people make sure that I live a longer life, because they're going to take care of me. They're going to help me. It might not be my kids, but I already know I got a son that ain't going to let me down. So I ain't worried about the rest of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got a son, I ain't tripping. And, they say sometimes you just got to put all your eggs in one basket and bet on that nigga. Like, so I had a daughter. I had a daughter. But now I got a son. I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket. And the same way, my child got to be successful. I gotta make sure that he becomes successful way before he become 18. It's a parent's duty to make sure their children have all the tools they need to succeed. You know that? It's really a father's sole obligation. Like, the children don't belong to the mother anyway. And I tell people this all the time. Women, I really applaud y'all for even thinking that they belong to y'all. Just because they was in y'all's stomach and y'all shitted them out. I really applaud y'all. I really applaud y'all. I'm applaud though. I'm really applaud by this shit. Because y'all ain't carried shit. Y'all just held and buried the baby for 9 months. I carried that motherfucker in my nuts for 35, 40 years before I even thought about releasing it and put it in you. I wish, while Donald Trump's in office, he write an executive order that if a woman and a man come together, if they have children, that the woman if she ever decided to leave that man, that she would have to leave her children with that man and go on about her life, because the children do not belong to her. Those children are the man's. The man is the owner, the creator of those children. And I don't know why people just want to give women this ultimate power. No, it's the woman's. No, it ain't. It's the man's. The one. Oh, if a woman can make a children by themselves, they'll have a factory, and women be spitting them motherfuckers out every 9 months. I want to have a baby. Here, you can have them. Here, go have you another one. But it ain't like that. You see? And we choose the women that we plant that seed in. So that's our child. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's our child. And so, and we are solely responsible and solely is obligated to take care of them, to make sure that they become successful in life, to give them an education, to give them knowledge, to give them understanding. It is a father's, and they stripped that from the black man. They knew that if they gave the child to the mother, that it'll empower the black, it'll strip the black man, it'll fuck with the black man head. And see, long as a black man can't think straight, they got his ass. They got his ass. I told you. Like, you know, just like a preacher. A preacher's more dangerous than 10,000 soldiers with AR-15s. But you know, y'all don't want to hear that shit. Like, y'all think these preachers really standing there for the Lord. Like God woke their ass up at 12 o'clock at night and called their ass to the altar. You really believe that shit, huh? Yeah, you really believe that shit, don't you? Every time I hear a preacher say that shit, I walk the fuck out of his church. How the fuck y'all saying? How the fuck you doing? Push that like button. Fuck you too. You don't like me? Oh my God, what the hell is that? Oh, I thought that was a green wasp. Boy, I am scared of flying objects. Oh my God, I wasted coffee everywhere running from that goddamn thing. Shit. How y'all doing? I think that's the government. They got these little bugs with cameras in them and shit, and they be flying them around trying to steal surveillance and shit. I'm telling you, like all them big birds and crows and shit, I don't believe them motherfuckers real, dog. Them motherfuckers be standing there, sitting there too long. They'll get on the edge of the building and just sit there and stare at my goddamn barbershop for like, I swear to God, like 5-6 hours straight, just standing there. And that ain't normal for no type of wild animal. Do y'all believe that? I believe they government drone robot animals. They just flying them around here. They flying them around, make them look like, man, it's a lot of shit that we think that's real ain't even real, man. You better pay attention. And I ain't no conspiracy theorist. I'm just telling y'all facts. I know this shit. How y'all doing? Okay, I thought if I keep rambling, keep ranting, they call that ranting. When you just keep talking and keep going on off different subjects and not snapping to the next subjects. See that in comedy that's called ranting. You know, I don't really tell jokes. I tell people that shit. But I do get on stage, be myself, and just say funny shit. And I say it in a funny way. And people laugh at me. I like that shit. But they won't give me a chance to break the rules of black comedy because they think that they comedians because they get on stage and say the same shit word for word every time they get on stage. I be like, nigga, how the fuck you do? That's some intelligent shit. Matter of fact, that's you know. But that's just like me getting on stage every time I get on stage and I say the American national anthem. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet tears of liberty. I see. Where my fathers died, over there where the pilgrims hide, where the Indians got killed on the mountainside, then them crackers let freedom ring. Like, how the fuck y'all doing? Don't nobody like me. Don't nobody like me. You a real nigga. If it was slavery days, I'd be still running. I'd be running, rebellion, shooting back at their ass, stealing their horses, stealing they white folk only pies and shit. Like, I remember. And I think, you know, we all had past lives. Don't you think that just this energy leave this earth? Because as long as we surrounded by water, our spirits ain't going nowhere. I'm just letting y'all know. So if you don't believe in reincarnation, if you don't believe in doing good works in this life to be rewarded to get up to a better life, like, all I gotta do is just do good. If I do better in this life, I'ma have a better life next time. But if I be all fucked up, ain't no telling what I come back like. I might come back a roach. I might come back a bee. I might come back. And I think that, you know, God give us that opportunity to prove to him that we love him, that that we care about other people. You really gotta have, you gotta be like, how do you say, a universal heart. Have you ever thought about having a universal heart? Do you know what a universal heart is? Like, I tell barbers this shit all the time. You cannot be a master barber and a successful barber and deal with multiple different types of cultures of people if you have a racist heart. Like, you can't. You can't. And I'm a prime example. How you see I got Asians, I got Arabs, I got people from India, I got people from Pakistan, I got people from Palestine, I got people from the only people I don't deal with or want to deal with. Like, I'm a brother that's conscious about who I spend my money with, where I go, the people that I associate myself with, and I really disassociate with anyone that's a Jew. Like, I just try to, like, you what? For real? Okay, I'm out of here. Like, I ain't trying to, like, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I think because the author of the Bible, the people that put the Bible together, didn't really realize, like, what they were trying to do when they put it together and what they doing now, right? Because think about it. If you was God's chosen people, right? And think about it. Just think about it like this. People don't understand. Like, I be thinking, like, if you was really God's chosen people, ain't nobody in the world messing with you. Ain't nobody, you ain't in slavery. I just don't understand, how can you kill a whole nation of people, innocent people, that have nothing to do with the attack, the people that jumped off the, like, I just don't understand how 85,000 people that you killed were civilians. I just don't understand how 45,000 children can die in 2024 and 2025. And the world just sit back and watch. And y'all claim to be God's chosen people. No, I can't accept that. But y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can fuck with whoever y'all want to fuck with. But I really have a heart, and I'm really like applaud to what I see, what's going on. Like, I've never seen this in 50 years of living on this earth. What we're watching and seeing every day. And for, our country to veto every time other countries try to stop it, it's really like, I'm just like, wow. Like, wow, we can just take a whole group of people and say they ain't shit and kill them. And they in a place where can't nobody come and rescue them or come fight with them, come help them. It's like the government, the U.S. government, chasing all niggas to the foothill of Florida. Put us on the Miami Strip. And then all of a sudden, this is what they saying, right? We just want the gangbangers. The gangbangers. Like, all the gangbangers in the black population need to be killed. Like, they just marked us as gangbangers. Every nigga, they ain't calling us Crips, they ain't calling us Bloods, they ain't calling us nothing. This is gangbangers. They got gangbangers in their community. And we gotta stop, because the gangbangers got hostages of the white Americans, and they won't release them. And them white girls in them rooms in there fucking the shit out them niggas by will. Like, they in there because they want. I told my dad, I knew he wasn't gonna like it because he knew I like niggers. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call y'all niggers. Bitch, bam, bam, they beating her ass and shit. Like, I can understand. Like, I got a book that I'm writing about a slave that took over a whole plantation. He broke in on a plantation, right? at late night while all the white folks were asleep. And he killed all the white folks. He killed all of them. The plantation owners, the slave masters, he killed all of them. And when the slaves and all the white folks' kids woke up the next morning, he came out the room. And the black folks were like, "We're master." He said, "I'm y'all master." He said, "What happened to master?" "Master sold me this shit last night." And so for years and years, he ran this plantation, and he invited a whole bunch of other black people from where he was from. He got a whole bunch of black people on this thing. And so the kids, the white folk kids, called him daddy. The white folks kids, but it was this one oldest child. One of the kids had got up the night he was killing his parents, and it was a baby, like 3 years old, white boy. Never forget it. And so while he thought that none of the kids seen him or knew what happened to their parents, he raised them, to love him. They called him daddy, and he put them all in positions to be white folks around the plantation as they grew up to run. So every time the white people would come to the plantation, the kids would represent, and they would talk about their daddy, but the white folks never seen their real daddy. And they ran it. He taught them how to be Peckerwoods. He taught them how to talk like what. He taught them everything. And it was like they had all these white folks in this community by their hand. This nigga had them. They turned them into puppets and shit. You know what I mean? They didn't know they was kids, but it was this one motherfucker that knew, and he ran and escaped the plantation. And he went and told this group, the other white folks, and they went and got the KKK, and they came back, but this nigga was ready for their ass. They came 300 deep to come kill the nigga. But the nigga had all his niggas and his white kids in position. So when they came back, they ambushed them and killed all the goddamn KKK. That's what they did. But 2 or 3 of them got away on horses. They ran back, and they went back to the Grand Master and told him what happened. They went back looking for all the white folks, and none of them there. They like, "Man, ain't no KKK been over here." They made them all disappear. Wasn't nothing but white kids. They're like, "Hold on." And the white folks, because of the 3 that knew that they was fighting and killing with the niggas, they just started shooting them kids like, blah, 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 blah. "Oh, fuck you crackers, fuck you old Peckerwood, y'all the niggers too, y'all nigger lovers, y'all niggers." And they killed the white kids, and they ran onto the plantation. They shot and killed all the niggas. Yeah. But the master, he was 10 steps ahead of them niggas. He knew, he seen them 3 Peckerwoods getting away. He said, "You know what? After we bury all these crackers, they coming back, and they coming back strong. But when they come back, y'all tell them, y'all the ones." And he had all the white folks, and wasn't nobody, all the main niggas left with him, and they went to California. I never forget it. They rolled out in the sunset, California, with all the gold, the jewelry, all that shit, the money and everything. And the white kids stayed back to talk to the white folks that when they came back to prove like, "Hey man, we don't know what you're talking about." And all of them got killed. That was the end of the movie. I don't know. Some people think that my movies is kind of horrific. You know what I mean? It ain't never been a good movie with a nigga, got away. Like, it ran off in the sunset with everything. Like, my movies was written that way. Like, but people don't like me. I understand, but I just gave y'all a snippet of the movie. That was not all the movie in detail, but if you really think about it, like, and that's kind of like some cold shit. Nigga finally win. We ain't never made a nigga finally winning movie. You know what I mean? Like, no. This nigga, he was born in slavery. He killed his slave master. He killed his slave master by hand. Just choked the shit out that nigga. Yeah. Then, when the white folks tried to catch him, they tried to catch him like 3, 4 deep. The nigga was so strong, he killed them. Bang, 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 bang. The nigga walked all the way to Texas. Because that's where he was at. He walked all the way to Texas. Every time, and he walked from Mississippi. Every group of white folks that ran into him, they when they recognized who he was, they tried to capture him, he'd kill him. Like, you can't have no movies like that. They don't want to see, how do you say, barbaric ass niggas that can't be beat. Like, they don't want to see movies like that. But I got movies, and I got books that I'm writing, and I've been writing these books ever since I was in prison. And I just need somebody to help me that'll invest into my thoughts, and let's put this shit in black and white and get some. First, you got to write the book before it come a movie. And I know that, that book right there, that's like one of my dark stories. That's like non-fiction, It's some shit. Like I've been. That's one of my dark stories. But it's comedy. It's dark. You know what I'm saying? I wrote this book. I wrote this story, or was writing on this story before Django. So it's some bad shit in this motherfucker. The nigga always win. And he ain't walking around with no white boy slave master or no white boy getting him through the line. This nigga got through the line on his own. But don't nobody want to hear my stories. Okay, yeah, we need a movie about Chinese and the railroad. Nigga, did you just take me to... I ain't talking about the Chinese. You know, the Chinese people got their own stories. You know what I mean? They do. But what about the black stories? The brown stories. You know, we got to quit letting, you know, other races steal our color. Because we brown people. We redskins. Like, that's what we is, redskin. That's why I agree that Donald Trump should change Washington Redskins back to the Washington Redskins. And he told the truth, like, the reason why, because the Indians that y'all think is Indians, they ain't real Indians. So that shouldn't be offensive if y'all ain't red. These are Redskins. The real Redskins was niggas. Like, don't nobody want to hear my story. You say you just overthinking. I thought you was finna come through. You could if you'd wiggled. I'm finna move in a minute. All right. You said you was just overthinking. You can't overthink. Sometimes overthinking can actually be a good thing. Especially if you writing them down. You writing your thoughts down. If you're not writing them down, then you thinking for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? They say a good thought ain't shit if you don't write it down. Speak it into existence. You gotta speak it out loud. Breathe life into it. Man, I done did more before 9 o'clock in the morning than most niggas gonna do all day. I done washed my RV, both of my cars, cleaned my shop, hung pictures. I done worked out. I done did 400 push-ups in sets of 25, not 400 straight out. I done drunk 2 pots of coffee, smoked 4 blunts, took out the trash, took a shit, wiped my ass. I done did more shit before 9 a.m. than the average nigga gonna do all goddamn day. Somebody, oh man, you gotta wake up early in the morning to fuck with me. I'm just real talk. I wake up every morning 4:30. I can go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm still gonna wake up at 4. I'm programmed. I'm programmed. I'm gonna tell y'all the main reason why I wake up at 4. When I first went to prison, they have a first count is 4 a.m. 4 a.m. first count, where they blow the horn and you have to get up out your bed and stand by the foot of your bed and be counted. See, I wasn't used to prison. I just got there and ate it, and didn't nobody tell them I sleep hard, right? So, but I sleep like a rat. Like I can hear a rat piss on cotton in my sleep, and anything touch me, disturb me. So, and I never forget it. I was laying there. It was like my first morning in prison. And the motherfucking guards came through that motherfucker, and I was still laying in the bed when they came in counting. And they were like, oh, we got a new motherfucker. And when I woke up, well, what I felt was shadows standing over me in my sleep. I felt them. And a motherfucker hit my toe. Oh my God. When they tapped my toe, I don't know what I did, but I kicked at that motherfucker. And I looked up, and it was like a whole bunch of batons just coming down on my ass at the same time. The motherfucker beat the fuck out, but I kicked the shit out the officer that touched me on the foot. Like, but they beat the shit out my ass. Motherfucker, bam, bam, wait. And they crunched me up, they put me in the hole and shit. And I stayed in the hole about 3 months for assaulting the officer and get my ass whooped before I even got out the bed. I don't even know. I just kicked that. I don't even think I kicked the bitch. I just kicked that and the motherfucker whooped my ass. And I tell y'all, man, you do never say what? All right, let me move. I gotta move my truck. It's early morning action going on here. I was going to the gym, but I changed my mind. Early morning. Sorry, bro. You can make one, bro. Bless. Early in the morning, just before day.
always had that truck?
Yeah, I had about like 5 years.
Oh shit. I never seen that until right now. I think it's badass, bro. Just for real.
Just, really, it's just mobile advertising. I have a water carrier, but nobody can afford my mobile clutch. They can't afford my VIP clutch.
How much you charge for the clutch?
My clutch started 75.
Huh? Shit.
Real professional work.
Hell yeah.
Nobody's comfortable.
Not that fucking shit where, you know, $20 a haircut, they do you in like 15 minutes.
Gotta exactly make the real certified.
That's bad.
You all right?
Yeah, a lot of haircut.
My whole 5 days.